guys, what's going on? Trying a new type of video out today. Beer's in the shop and hanging out and talking about some recent stuff that's going on. Today's focus is going to be on the Tacoma, hooking up a new bus panel underneath the hood, wiring up the LED lights up front, just picked up a new light bar, and got a sweet new Dometic fridge in the back that's going to be set up for overlanding and camping. So, whatever you guys are doing, hang out, grab a beer, and let's chat for a So if any of you guys do vehicle camping or overlanding, you really want everything under the hood of your vehicle to be reliable and ready to go and in top-notch condition. So for quite a few years, I've been running this really cheap bus 6 ATC fuse panel thing that I've had my lights, my UHF radio, and all that stuff hooked up to. So we're going to take that, we're going to throw it down there, because what I've done now is I've upgraded to a Blue Sea Systems ATC fuse panel. This thing's pretty sweet. I actually have it mounted on my main Toyota fuse panel on top of it, and I have this little L bracket. So I couldn't find anywhere else under the hood of my Tacoma to mount this thing to where it would be accessible without it being in the way of something. So what I did here is I just put this little L bracket right down here to a mount that goes on my fender, and all I have to do is undo this one bolt. This whole thing will lift out of the way. I have enough wiring set up here on all the wiring setup, and I can access my main fuse panel. I know that's kind of a pain, but basically, guys, it's what I could come up with. So I got a few things set up so far. Front spots. This right here is going to be for the light bar, which is right here. What I'm currently doing is I'm running the wire for the switch inside the cab. Got the wire dangling down here. Got my whole dash torn apart because I have one of these Paranoid Fabrications mounts for these Carling ARB style switches. So what I'm going to do is put the next switch right here for the roof mounted light bar. And then I have 4 extra spots here that I'm probably going to end up adding an inverter and awning lights and a couple other things. I don't have an awning yet, but these are things I'm planning ahead for in the future. So Toyotas from the factory, they actually come with a huge double din style cassette type whatever stereo. Replaced it with a single din, and then down here I've had this little tray down here for like the past 7 years that I've owned this truck, and it's been pointless. So replaced it with this Paranoid Fab mount, which is awesome, like $22, and then you can pick up these little plugs here, which are like $1.50 a piece. And then for switch mounts that you don't use, all you do is just plug it and you're good to go. So I got my wiring set up down here. I've been running it underneath the dash. Gonna route it, put it up here, and then the light bar will be ready to go. This is already hooked up for the front off-road lights. Those are already set up and done. And then, check this out. Nellie wants to say hi to everybody. This is Nellie. Back here, I have a brand new Dometic 65-liter dual fridge and freezer combo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the wiring back underneath the taillights here, down along the frame rail, and then up and under and into that panel. So I will have 12 volts back here for the fridge freezer. I have power already back here for my canopy lights, but I want to hook up another cable down underneath the truck that has thicker gauge cable that will handle the fridge. Believe it or not, these fridge freezers actually will operate with just a cigarette lighter. That's actually what it comes with, but I want to have a little bit thicker gauge wire, good fuse, and I want to have it standalone instead of going inside the truck with the key on with the cigarette lighter. So that's what's going on with that, guys. Not much else is going on in the shop recently. I've been mainly trying to get this truck ready for camping. I'm going to do an updated EDC video on my Tacoma. A lot has changed. I have a Smitty-built Defender rack. Now have the jack on the side here. I have axe and shovel mounts on the other side. This truck, guys, is really coming along. And it's starting to be the major overlanding truck that I've always wanted it to be. ARB Safari Snorkel. Here is the axe and shovel mount. What did I say? Axe and jack mount. Axe and shovel mount here on this side. I normally don't run my canopy, but the reason why the canopy's back on, guys, first off, grab my beer here with my O-Lounge koozie. If any of you guys are into lights, knives, EDC stuff, guns, flashlights, whatever, check out O-Lounge on Facebook, man. A lot of good people over there. Check them out. Got my ARB Safari tent right here. So the Safari tent I just discovered, and me using my ichrometer, discovered it won't fit inside the shop with the loft that comes down here with my truck. So what I'm going to do is, and bear with me, I'm going to take these canopy Thule mounts off. I'm going to get a piece of bar stock, run it across, bolt it to these mounts here on the canopy, and then I'm going to mount the tent to that. And I think it will clear. It just clears with the jack and the rack. The tent is like 17 inches from mount to the top of the ladder mount on the top. I think that will work. A couple of nice BFG KO2s over there, 31-inch tires that will eventually go on Mr. 83 Hilux here. Speaking of Hilux, I got to show you guys something that's totally awesome. So, all US 79 to 83 Toyota pickups came with this Toyota four-wheel drive logo right here, right? With the help of an awesome guy straight from Australia, I have legit Hilux four-wheel drive emblems for 79 to 83 Hiluxes. And these are going to go on the 82 pickup once I get it resprayed. And it's going to say Hilux four-wheel drive on it. That is pretty sweet, man. A guy from Australia hooked me up. I got these mailed to me. And these are going to go on the pickup. So, got some stuff that's going on in here, guys. My YouTube channel's not dead. I started a new position at work, and I'm kind of gone along from away from the house more. I don't have the same schedule anymore, so videos are kind of slower for me. I have a full-time job, so YouTube's just kind of a fun thing for me. So, this is what's going on. I'm just trying to try something new, hang out with you guys, and have a few beers in the shop. Got a new Toyota banner up here. I've probably showed that in my last video or so. So, I tried powder coating for the first time with a Harbor Freight powder coater. Powder coating is actually pretty simple. Hook it up to your airline on the compressor. I think I was only running like 10 to 15 PSI. You have to have an electronic charge on the item you are powder coating to get the powder coat to stick. I have a Black & Decker, whatever you call it, toaster oven. Got the part to powder coat pretty well, man. It was pretty cool. So if you guys are ever getting interested into powder coating, you can get into it for pretty cheap. Go to like Goodwill, buy like a $10 toaster oven that nobody wants to use anymore. You can hook up your parts in there, guys, bake them for like 15 minutes at 450. That's what I did. That's what the directions said from just the Harbor Freight red powder coat. And it's pretty cool, guys. Give it a shot. The powder coat system's relatively cheap. Again, you can use a 20% coupon off almost anything at Harbor Freight. Granted, read the bottom. Some major exclusions apply. The shop's kind of a mess here. Some ARB tent mounts, some wiring. Got wire everywhere from trying to do this stuff. So, what's going on with you guys? Anything fun? Check this out. So if you guys know, I'm into O-Lights quite a bit. I've, I don't know, maybe done 1 or 2 O-Light videos. Looking to do some more. O-Light has released quite a few new colors lately. And this is the new purple S2R Baton 2. Check out the color of that, man. That anodizing on that aluminum is just awesome. So, I know this is kind of a weird video. There's no, I don't even know what I'm going to title this thing. There's no specific content here. It's just kind of hanging out, having a few beers in the shop. Whatever. This pickup, guys, I really need to get on it. It's looking pretty sad here. I've kind of lost motivation in trying to do stuff with this truck. It starts and runs and drives just fine. I really need to get it painted and then put the doors back on. And I need to get it out of here. It's too much room in the shop, man. It's too much room for activities. What movie's that from? I know a lot of you guys probably know what movie's that from. So much room for activities. So, you know, it's kind of slow right now in the shop. I need to get this thing back together, sprayed, and start driving it. I kind of think I want to turn it into a wheeler, but more of like a just go out and have fun for a day or so wheeler. I don't want to do anything super crazy with it. I have the 83, as you guys know, that's, you know, really nice and clean, and I will never off-road that. That went and got me a case of beer the other day, and that's what that truck's for. So, you know, this thing, I want to get it resprayed, guys, and then I would just kind of want to go out and play with it. I'm probably going to put those KM2s back on it. They were actually on it for about a year, and I took them off because I got all-terrains for it, and I wanted to put the KM2s on here, but I don't know if I'm going to end up doing that or not. So, I don't know. It's just thoughts. So, check this out. So, I'm sure you guys have seen the US General video that I did here for the full tool cart box setup for the 44-inch box. I've actually been wanting to get the new 56 or the 72-inch box. These boxes are absolutely awesome, but one thing I don't like about the 44-inch, and I wish I would have thought about this before I bought it, is they don't have a power tool drawer. So the 56 and the 72 have a stand-up power tool drawer that you can have all your power tools lined up, and they stand up and they're ready to go. This is taking up kind of this drawer right here, which, you know, it's fine, whatever. But I wouldn't mind having the 56 or the 72. Am I probably going to go buy one? No, probably not. But it's just something that I've been thinking about because it would be totally awesome to do. Another thing, it fits perfectly right there by my stairwell that goes up to my loft, and then the TV, and then the entrance to the shop with the workbench. So, will I do it? Probably not. But, hey, if you guys are thinking about buying a new box, consider that. Get one that fits power tools. Granted, you could just use your side locker here to do that kind of stuff. In fact, this locker is pretty well empty. It's actually almost completely empty. What I've been thinking about doing is taking all my woodworking, Dremel, bits, and all that stuff and putting it over here, and then having that one filled up. Speaking of filled up, check out the beer fridge, guys. So what's this channel called? You guys know what this YouTube channel's called. Guns, Gears, and that's right. So yeah, comment what you guys think. You guys want to see anything fun happen in the shop? Is there any types of videos you guys want to see? Again, I'm going to be doing an updated truck EDC video. Thinking about doing an updated quad video. I did one a while back, what you carry when you go quadding or whatever. So let me know what you guys want to see. I'm planning on getting my berm built in the back so that I can have my shooting range set up. We bought 5 acres here where we live in Washington State, so you can have a legal shooting range. So that's going to be taken care of here soon. We just had a lot of other stuff going on with buying the house and doing a bunch of other stuff. So shooting range will be happening. It's just going to be slow coming. So yeah, guys, that's what's going on here. I have to order some wiring and a new socket for the Dometic fridge in the back. I already said this, I think, but I'm going to run it down underneath the frame rails, zip tie it to the top. I have some protective wire wrap here. This is just some cheap Harbor Freight protective wire wrap for putting the wires through, running it down, hooking it up to that panel. And then, because I only have a single battery, granted it is an Optima yellow top, I bought the yellow top because it's a deep cycle battery meant to run the winch, the lights, and that kind of stuff. What I plan to do, we're actually going to be going camping here in about 10 days, so I want to try to get this stuff done. But what I'm going to do is, the fridge is brand new, bought locally. The fridge is brand new. It's never been used. What I plan to do is clean the fridge, fill it full of beer or whatever, turn the fridge on, hooked up to the new system here underneath the truck, and let the fridge run for about 8 to 12 hours in the shop, completely cold, then come out here, see if the truck will start, check the voltage, do all that. My Optima battery on my truck's only about 2 years old. It's a relatively new battery. This fridge supposedly doesn't draw very much, so I'm thinking I'll be okay with the Optima as long as I don't run a whole lot of other stuff. Granted, I say granted a lot, don't I? In the back of my truck, I carry every tool to touch every nut, bolt, screw, and everything on that truck, on this truck, and what I do carry is a small little jump starter. So if my battery were to die, I will have a way to start it, but I really don't want that to happen. I'll start my truck at camp, for 10, 15 minutes, to let the battery charge throughout the day or whatever, but nothing else runs in this truck when we're camping, so it'll just be the fridge. If I have awning lights, if I end up getting an awning, maybe that'll be one factor, but I'll worry about that later. Most people that do serious overlanding, that do this kind of stuff, they have a dual battery setup that's in the back of their bed, and they have a start battery for their truck, and then they have a house battery that just handles stuff like lights and the fridge and all that kind of stuff. So let me know what you guys think about that. I think I'll probably be okay. So, yeah, that's that, guys. Just hanging out here in the shop. Hope you guys are doing really well. Hope you guys are staying safe with this pandemic. We're into mid-July here now. What is this, July 17th today? So, July 18th today. So, lots going on, guys, around the world. Wear your mask. That's one thing that I'm not turning this into a coronavirus talk, but my mask protects you. Your mask protects me. I don't understand why we're still having this talk or this debate. This isn't a conspiracy, guys. This is a real thing. Put your mask on and wear it when you're out in public. My mask protects you. Your mask protects me. This is serious, guys. Come on. Let's get through this. Let's flatten the curve. So, anyway, that's my coronavirus speech. So, yeah, guys. It's Saturday night. Hope you guys are out having fun. Hopefully you're watching this video and nodding your head trying to go to sleep, because that's probably what it's doing for you. So, guys, thanks for watching. My arm's actually getting tired sitting here holding the camera. So, like and subscribe if you're not already. Comment down below if there's anything cool you'd like to see, and give me that thumbs up. I always really appreciate that. So, Beers in the Shop. This is Volume 1, Number 1. I have no clue what I'm going to call this, and if I'm going to do many more, I'll do a few more. See how cool they are. Nellie likes hanging out in the shop. Nellie! Oh, good girl. I love Nellie. Oh, there's Bandit. There's little Bandit. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and take care. Cheers.